Hi guys, welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe, and tonight I'm going to be giving you my top 10 favorite songs by Dave Matthews Band. Yes, I am a fan of DMB, and these are my top 10 favorite songs. Now, usually, what I do when I get this kind of a top 10 list together, I'll look at the entire discography. I'll even look at what they call unreleased, what my generation might call B-sides. I'll write all of the songs down that are favorites of mine, and then when that list is complete, I'll go through that list and circle the ones that are my favorites. Typically, I'll circle 13 or 14 of them, and then from there, I'll get my top 10. With Dave, my initial list contained 24 songs, and I realized that aside from the top five, the number 24 song could have easily been in the top 10. So I love all the songs that much and equally. So my top 10 list, the bottom five, were special selections. And, you know, like I said, I love a dozen of them just as much, but I'll give you my reasoning for this. So my list ultimately includes two songs from Before These Crowded Streets, three songs from Under the Table and Dreaming, four songs from Crash, and one song from Busted Stuff. And that's where I start the list at number 10. My favorite song from Busted Stuff 2002, Grace is Gone. I love that tune. I am a sucker for lost love ballads, that you might call failed love songs. Grace is Gone is a good one. Anytime it brings you to drink. It's a sweet melody, and I've seen, live versions of it with just Dave on the guitar singing, and it's just a beautiful tune. When I compiled this list and all of my top 10 lists, I don't include live versions of songs. So Grace is Gone at number 10. At number 9 from Crash, 1996, I'm going with Cry Freedom. Cry Freedom is my second favorite Dave Matthews Band song lyrically. So I can give it that. I love the lyric. I love the way that Dave presents it in this song. And musically, the song's okay. But on the back of those lyrics, it holds a special place in my heart. And it's here at number 9 on my list. At number 8, another song that holds a special place in my heart lyrically, from Under the Table and Dreaming, 1994. I'm going with Pay for What You Get. This song in 1994 meant a heck of a lot to me. I was coming out of my first marriage, and this one really hit the nail on the head for me. It's always been a special song for me, and it's here at number 8 on my list. At number 7, from Crash, 1996, I'm going with Number 41. I absolutely love this song from the first hi-hat hit, the incredible melody. It's powerful. I think that this may be Dave's best effort vocally, in my opinion. I mean, lyrically, it's great. It it feels a little uh, disjointed how it seems as though he thinks he's convinced the girl. The music feels like it's taken a happy place, but yeah, that's more of a release for me where I'm just better just deal with it and be happy. And I loved how the band, pretty much jams that ending there, with every instrument getting a bit of time. So I love stuff like that. Number 41 at number 7. And at number 6 is the song from Crash that follows number 41, Say Goodbye. Now, lyrically, this song is brilliant. It's a beautiful sentiment, and it's pretty explicit, and I groove to it. I think his vocals here are great as well, and great one to scream to. Love that song. Say Goodbye. That's at number 6. Now I get to my top 5, and these are the ones that were set in stone. At number 5, my first of 2 from Under the Table and Dreaming in the top 5. At number 4, number 5, 1994. Typical Situation. I think most songs that do a count from 10 to 1 are pretty goofy. There's a few exceptions. 7 Days by Sting comes to mind. And this song, Typical Situation, he does it brilliantly. It's a beautiful sentiment. I really love that song, and I, point to the one from Under the Table and Dreaming. It's better, in my opinion, than the one from the previous album. So, Typical Situation at number 5. At number 4, my favorite song from Crash, 1996, Tripping Billies. This was one of those songs when I heard it, I thought, yeah, this is the way to go. I think, yeah, there was another version of this before this as well, but they nailed it here. Ends the album brilliantly, a brilliant album, Crash. Tripping Billies reminds me of when I was 18, 19 years old. It hits the sentiment perfectly. And if I ever see Dave Matthews Band live again, I would hope that they play that song for sure. It's a classic. I think it's a necessary classic. At number 3, from Before These Crowded Streets, 1998, The Dreaming Tree. The Dreaming Tree brings me back to my youth as well, except it brings me even further back. It reminds me of the home I grew up in. It reminds me of that time we had a big oak tree in the front of the property, and yeah, when I first heard The Dreaming Tree, it was as if he was singing about that place in my childhood, and second half of the song is great as well. Brought up a lot of feelings. Yeah, he hits it here. I think The Dreaming Tree is an interesting song. The timing's great. The structure's original and well done. Well done. And, on top of that, the personal feelings I get from it. So, The Dreaming Tree from Before These Crowded Streets at number 3. Which leads me to my favorite song from Under the Table and Dreaming, 1994, at number 2, Ants Marching, the quintessential great Dave Matthews Band song. I saw them live once. They did not play this. I was very disappointed. I think Ants Marching is a staple. I think that should be every Dave Matthews Band's fans' favorite song. But, it's not even mine. But Ants Marching, right there, has to be played. Looking at you, Dave. It has to be played. Which brings me to my number one song, my favorite song by the Dave Matthews Band, my favorite song from Before These Crowded Streets, 1998. Don't Drink the Water. Lyrically, my favorite song they've ever done. I think it's amazing. I think it's a artistic achievement. I think it's a statement. I think it's risky and brilliant. And I think it's one of those things that if you haven't experienced it, you really should. If you're watching this video, you're a fan of DMB, you know how great the song is. Don't know how many of you would have it at number one, but from the second I heard it, it was my favorite Dave Matthews Band song. I thought Dave was channeling Peter Gabriel. I've said that before. I'll say it again. An amazing, amazing experience. And that's it. Those are my top 10 favorite songs by Dave Matthews Band. I'm Joe. This has been Twin Perspective. Please subscribe to Rosenfield 10 for more videos like this. Now, see you in the trees. Bye.